chili in the name of.
I ain't gonna work on Maggie's farm no more. No, I ain't gonna work on.
Hello again and welcome to Season 6, Episode 2 of Chilli in the Name Of. In this week's episode, I'll be road testing 3 sauces by Hurtberry Farm, including The Feast, Alive at Night, and Hellbroth. Now, these are limited edition sauces that are in a collaboration with an artist at wearealiveatnight.com. They're really cool labels, and I'm really looking forward to digging into them. So, without any further ado, let's get on it. The first sauce I'm going to try for you today is The Feast. It's got this really cool looking bat on the front of it there. That's the We Are Alive at Night artwork there. You can see that down the side there, We Are Alive at Night, Hurtberry Farm collaboration. Each one of these bottles is individually numbered. This is number 38 out of 120, as you can see there. The sauce itself it's a really cool bottle. It's a really distinctive bottle. Nobody's really doing that shape that I've ever seen before. And it's got a wax seal on the top, which is kind of cool. We'll see how easy that makes it, or hard it makes it to actually open. The ingredients list on this one are fresh white Hungarian peppers, water, distilled vinegar, fresh yellow Trinidad scorpion chilies, garlic, onion, ghost chilies, 7-pot chilies, and a few other things, including xanthan gum, just to keep it consistent. So let's try it out. Okay, so that's vinegar forward, and in there I can smell, it almost smells like cucumber, but I don't think there's any cucumber in there. Could be the onions. Horseradish is in there. Yeah, definitely coming forward with the horseradish there. Let's try it. It's a nice pour on it. Wow, that's almost like a dill pickle, like a hot dill pickle. Yeah, that must be the inclusion of the horseradish in there. It's sort of given it that pickly sort of, it's really interesting. Of course, it's got the heat from the chilies in there, the 7 pots and the ghosts I can taste, the scorpions are in there. And it has a little bit of turmeric in there too, which probably accounts for a little bit of this coloration too. It's got that bright sort of yellowy color there. Wow, that's really delicious. I really consider this going really well with a whole lot of things, especially like things like hot dogs or hamburgers. In terms of heat, I'd probably give this maybe a 6 out of 10. In terms of flavor, it's just delicious. And the artwork, The Feast, look at that. It's really cool. That bat on the front cover there is really neat. The second sauce I'm going to try for you today is Hurtberry Farm is Alive at Night. So self-titled from the artist himself. Again, has the stuff down the side of the bottle, made in Canada, Alive at Night, with that website there. This one's a little bit greener in colour than the other one. The last one was quite yellow. But you can see the same sort of consistency as the previous one, where it's sort of lolling around in the bottle like that quite easily. This one has water, green fresh peppers, distilled vinegar, apples, tomatillos, mustard, naga brain chilies, and yellow mustard, as well as fresh green hot chilies and fresh jalapenos. So let's try it out. Again, with the sort of pickly forward smell on that, vinegary, a little bit more like a sweet pickle smell. See how it pours. Lovely. This one's got very much a mustard flavour. It's got mustard in it. It's also got a little bit more heat than the previous one. Again, it would sort of lend itself again towards hot dogs and hamburgers. Any sort of cooked protein you might want to have with that. I can see it on a hamburger for sure. You could almost dip fries in this too. It'd be quite good. In terms of heat, I'll probably give this an 8 out of 10. And in terms of flavour, I think I'd probably stick with something that would go well. We would normally have with mustard, because that's very much the forward flavour on that. The heat continues to build a little bit. Got a bit of sweat on the upper lip there, but it's not killing me. Again, number 19 out of 106 makes me feel like 1 in 106. And the third sauce I'm going to try for you today is called Hellbroth. On the front it has a sort of devil, demony dude at a cauldron, with some ghosts sort of coming out of the cauldron. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. This is number 40 out of 119. In this one it has tomatoes, peppers, and then it's got things like leviathan scorpions, ghost chilies, cane sugar, kosher salt, some reaper powder in there, from fresh 7-pot brain strain chilies, and some fresh devil tongue chilies as well. This one's red, quite red. That'll be tomato and the chilies probably. Again, same good consistency, nice sort of lolling around in the bottle there. Let's give it a go. Smells very tomatoey, so I'm expecting it to be like a hot ketchup. Yeah, very tomato forward. The perfume of the scorpion chilies is coming up after that. It is very much a ketchup flavor, but it is quite hot, and it's continuing to build. I'm quite enjoying that flavor actually. Yeah, so that one actually packed quite a punch. In terms of heat, I'd probably give that a 9 out of 10. It's got a lot of super hots in it, but again, it's geared towards sort of a hamburgery, hot doggy type thing, and I can imagine actually mixing the three of these together on a hot dog or on a hamburger, and having, you know, the set of condiments you would need for that sort of a meal. I really like this, and yeah, in fact all three of them are really quite special, so well done Hurtberry Farm. So there you have it folks, 3 sauces by Hurtberry Farm in collaboration with Alive at Night for the artwork. They're a really special set of sauces there. I actually have another set of 3 bottles, of the 3 bottles in the cupboard for safekeeping for later. That's how much I enjoyed looking at them. Now that I've tasted them, I can see why they're really special. If I had to choose one of the 3 as my favourite, I probably would go the Hellbroth, just because it's got a great amount of heat in it, and it's just a really nice rounded sort of ketchupy sort of flavour too. But all 3 of them have got their own thing going on. So thanks once again for joining me on Chilli in the Name Of. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you can track down some Hurtberry Farm stuff, I'd highly recommend it. As you can see over my shoulder here, there are some Hurtberry Farm coming up in later in this season. So yeah, keep an eye out for that. But until next time, see you later.
Chilli in the Name Of.